present you all my finishes from this year. All completed stitching works in year 2024. I am very thrilled. So, let us start. I will go from smallest to biggest. And the first one is such a basket with Easter eggs. We can see here a basket itself. 3 eggs of different colors. Pink, purple, and yellow. The basket is furnished with one chamomile flower. And the butterfly sitting on top of the basket makes this picture very lively. This is supposed to be cut out and turned into a magnet. But I will do that later. The next magnet is such a bouquet and pot. A pot with tulips. Yeah, I think it's tulips. Small, but very beautiful. This one is also from Easter set. A lot of backstitch, as you might see. Especially I like how in such a small work the light is depicted, which is being reflected by the jar. Very nice. I spent maybe 5 hours to do this. It is 14th count plastic canvas. Next we have a mushroom set. Here we can see a mushroom. I'm not sure what kind of mushroom it is. Sorry, but I'm not a mushroom expert at all. So, let's say it is just a yellow mushroom, which can be frequently observed after the rain. And we see blueberries on the ground. That's strange. Does blueberry even grow under the mushrooms? Anyway, I like them very much. They are simple but beautiful. The next magnet in this series is, let's call it white mushrooms. These white mushrooms definitely grew under the tree. We can make such an assumption based on the brown leaf under them. It looks like an oak leaf. So, these mushrooms also flourish after the rain. Some people even eat them, but I do not risk. Also, this ladybug above the mushroom's cap grabs our attention. Very cute detail. Now we look at another mushroom stitching. Let's call it red mushrooms. They remind me mushrooms from fairy tales. So beautifully flourishing in the forest. Approximately, these magnets took me about 5 hours each. It was a pleasant and entertaining process. Speaking about flosses, these are gamma flosses, not DMC. Gamma are Russian. They are quite good, but have smaller amount of colors. I have the set of 4 such mushrooms. And we move on to another lovely cross-stitch piece, featuring a charming woodland scene. 2 detailed mushrooms, with their earthy brown tones, are surrounded by sprigs of greenery and bright red berries. The stitching is precise, and the color palette is perfectly autumnal. And autumn is probably the most beautiful season. Such designs would be perfect for beginners who want to get into cross-stitch. And now we move on to the next set. Butterflies. The first one is such a blue butterfly. Personally, I don't like here the flosses. They look dim and gray. Really poor colors. Strange, but in video, they look better than in reality. However, if anyone likes butterflies theme and wants something cheap and quick, this set may be the choice. I like how the wings of this small butterflies are elaborated. These smaller wings even remind me of dragonfly. Do dragonflies and butterflies have any in common? Another butterfly joins the collection. Let's call it red butterfly. The wings showcase a beautiful gradient of rich reds, oranges, and yellow, accented by pops of purple and intricate black outlining. The details are just mesmerizing, and the delicate stitches give the butterfly a lifelike feel. Her wings look like an Eastern Iranian carpet, which is beautiful and exotic. This is a fun pattern for anyone looking for a cross-stitch project. as beautiful just because they are butterflies. I think they must be stunning when put all together. For example, if you put the set of multiple butterflies as magnets on your fridge, that must be perfect. So, if you want to stitch butterflies, be ready to stitch 4 or 5 of them rather than a single one. Okay, another beautiful butterfly. This one has a different color palette and feel. I find a lot of beauty in nature, especially butterflies. I captured it in this cross-stitch piece with a blend of earthy tones and cool blues that just makes it pop. This piece reminds me of a vibrant dusk sky. I think I should have stick to the outlines more closely when cutting it out, but it's okay. I hope you feel the tranquility of this design. Next we will look at the Halloween magnet set. Let's embrace the charm of the mystical with this cozy cross-stitch cauldron. I spent about 4 hours to stitch this. It was easy and entertaining. A little of backstitch, mostly full cross stitches. It's filled with glowing green goodness and purple smoke. It just looks like it could be in a witch's cottage. I think this witch prepares some kind of potion. What potions do witches prefer? I don't know, but I hope you like this cute little piece. The next kid is such a mischievous pumpkin, stitched with autumnal glee, wears a witch's hat, a Halloween decree. Each cross stitch, an intricate whisper of Halloween's enchantment, adds to the whimsy of this tiny textile wonder. The pumpkin's hues of burnt orange and the hat's regal purple create a vibrant yet eerie contrast, perfectly capturing the spirit of the season. This isn't just a pumpkin. It's a portal to a world where magic is real, a small piece of art that brims with playful, seasonal charm. Imagine this tiny stitch companion adorning a haunted door or a treat basket, ready to deliver spooky smiles wherever it goes. Here's a new cross-stitch piece, capturing the essence of Halloween. The black bats in front of a golden moon create a wonderfully atmospheric scene. It reminds a scene from a Hollywood movie, you know? Very classical one. I hope you enjoy this little bit of spooky stitching. The contrasting colors create a really dramatic feel, and the black backstitch of the bats give it a sharp, precise look. Love how such simple stitching can create such a great effect. And we move on to the next work. Such a haunted house with its shadowy form stitched with threads of midnight. Each tiny window glows with a golden light, hinting at secrets hidden within its darkened walls. A gnarled, skeletal tree reaches towards its eaves, its branches like twisted fingers beckoning unseen guests. Shades of deep gray and purple whisper tales of ghostly apparitions and long-forgotten mysteries. This is not just a house. It is a portal to a realm of spooky delight. Every stitch is a brushstroke of autumnal enchantment, creating a haunting beauty that captivates the soul and awakens the spirit of Halloween. Now we step further into the next winter set of magnets. Behold this delightful Christmas tree, a miniature masterpiece stitched with festive flair. Small, meticulously crafted gifts encircle its base, hinting at the joy and abundance of the season. A golden star crowns this charming creation, radiating warmth and holiday cheer. This isn't just a Christmas tree. It's a celebration of the season, stitched with love and precision. It's a miniature world of holiday magic, ready to adorn your festivities. And now, the steamy mug of warmth takes center stage, stitched with colors of winter's twilight, a soothing blend of green and gold. Within its embrace, cinnamon sticks stand tall, releasing their fragrant promises. A delicate snowflake, like a captured winter's kiss, adorns the mug's surface. Crimson berries and emerald leaves add a vibrant touch. This cross-stitch masterpiece is more than just a cup. It's an invitation to a world of warmth and comfort, crafted with meticulous detail and a touch of seasonal magic. is such a winter bird. A tiny feathered jewel takes flight. Intricate patterns bloom across its body, each stitch a delicate whisper of nature's artistry. This is not just a bird. It is a testament to the beauty of the season, a miniature wonder that captures the essence of winter's enchantment. This cross-stitch marvel calls to mind the melodies of birdsong in the frosty air, bringing a touch of nature's magic to any space. Another one from this set is such a reindeer. Well, as you can see, I failed to glue it from the correct side. Well, it wasn't actually me. I asked some other person from my family to help me with gluing it on felt. And this is the result. So here is a good life advice. If you want to do something well, do it yourself. But okay, there is no success without mistakes. Now we have a set of Christmas trees. It is an old dimension set, copied by this Russian producer. The main difference here is the Floss brand. The first Christmas tree is covered with snow and glowing under the sunlight. As you can see, the beads here are few, and it isn't hard. I turn it into a magnet, but it can also be a Christmas tree toy. Very beautiful way of furnishing the house with such small things. Real Christmas magic. The next one is such a Christmas tree planted in a pot, in which many of us cultivate flowers at home. The pot itself is decorated like a Christmas gift box. Looks like a Christmas tree already furnished in the house, and a family gathers together around it. What can I say? It's an old, famous set, and that can be noticed. Another Christmas tree is such a cute green thing. Looks like a perfect toy because it is beautifully bent on top. The shades of green are perfectly combined, reflecting the light emanated from garlands. I think children may like it very much. As well as the previous one, this Christmas tree is put in the pot and already furnished with ornaments. Ready to celebrate. Now take a look at this cross-stitch Christmas tree I just finished. I love the way that different stitching patterns create a unique look, almost like sections of ornaments. The colors are so festive and bring out the traditional holiday feel. This Christmas tree is simple but cozy and a lot of fun to stitch. It has the perfect holiday charm. This design is perfect for ornaments or even gift tags. And now I will show you my finished works from Mill Hill. The first one is called Jewel Pear. This is a magnet. Very famous, classical one. It looks very tasty and glowing. The pattern was not very complicated. On the contrary, it was a pleasure to stitch it. Also, I like the background color. I think that yellow background underscores this pear perfectly. This makes it look ripe and juicy. And take a look at this treasure. It is a crystal pear too. Small crystal pear. Very beautiful. Next we have another Mill Hill kit called Red Cap Mushrooms. It was my first Mill Hill kit I've made. The grass here is especially attractive for me. The way the flowers are designed with beads is very beautiful. And the ladybug treasure makes it even more lively. You can compare these red mushrooms from Mill Hill and the other one I showed you earlier in this video from MP Studia. You can decide yourself which one is better. Let's move on to another Mill Hill kit. A plump, stitched turkey emerges, feathers ablaze with the hues of autumn sunsets, proclaiming its festive cheer with a bold gobble gobble. Each tiny cross is a whisper of Thanksgiving's joy, as golden threads interweave to create this seasonal friend. A tiny leaf, like a memory of the last days of fall, clings to the bold declaration of the season's bounty and charm. This whimsical design, a perfect capture of the holiday spirit, invites us to the table of gratitude. Next, we have a Mill Hill kit. The name is Be Scary. It is even much more attractive in real life than on camera, probably because the black background. Black really fits this design well. The color combination is always on the very high level for Mill Hill. The skull reminds us a Jolly Roger flag, while letters tell us the motto of pirates: drink, eat, and be happy. Very well said. The whole philosophy of pirates in one sentence. The next kit is such a black pumpkin. Its name is Glowing Pumpkin. It includes only two colors, black and orange, creating a captivating, almost hypnotic pattern. The spiraling lines within the pumpkin's form give it a unique, almost baroque feel. I'm attracted to the little glass beads, meticulously placed, catching the light like tiny, magical sparks. The next kit is called Sunflower Pumpkin. I'm captivated by this unique cross-stitch design, a pumpkin adorned with sunflowers, a true blend of fall's beauty. It's amazing how the full cross stitches are creating such a beautiful textured look for the petals and the centers. I love that there's a tiny dragonfly charm adding a touch of life at the bottom, like a late summer visitor to this autumnal garden. The next kit is called Autumn Pumpkin. I stitched it with two flosses instead of three needed because I wanted to finish faster. But I should not have done that, as you see. This cross-stitch design is captivating with its swirling pattern and autumnal colors. The pumpkin's form, rendered in autumnal colors, creates a stunning effect, almost like looking into a magical portal. The small gold pumpkin charm adds a sweet focal point, hinting at the playful spirit of Halloween. The next kit is called Persian Pumpkin. I'm captivated by the swirling design that gives the pumpkin a dynamic view, done in shades of orange, purple, and blue. The consistent full cross stitch technique creates a wonderfully detailed surface, and the addition of seed beads along the outlines and pattern is adding a touch of sparkle and sophistication. A golden heart treasure, delicately placed at the top, is such a charming detail. This cross-stitch piece depicts a hedgehog in the forest. The design uses primarily full cross stitches. Small black stitches define the eye and nose, adding dimension to the character's face, with the addition of thin black back stitches for the spikes. A small cluster of red berries, with delicate black stems and stitches for detail, is placed near the hedgehog's face to add a pop of color and visual contrast. A simple but lovely design. And now we continue with works on fabric. This cross-stitch piece showcases a charming owl design, stitched on a light gray Ida fabric. The owl is depicted in a walking pose, carrying a lantern that features yellow stitching to represent its glow. Tiny pink star stitches are interspersed in the background to give it a nighttime feel. The design uses a combination of full and half cross stitches, as well as some back stitching to emphasize the edges and details. This would be a fun and straightforward project, perfect for beginner to intermediate stitchers. The next kit is such a couple of little owlets from the same set. The producer is Riolis. Here we can see two lovely owlets cuddling to each other. symbolizes love and affection. Owls is a frequent theme for cross-stitch designs, and I always adore them. I did it for the St. Valentine's Day, and it took me about 6 hours to stitch. Very simple and cute cross-stitch design. Would be perfect for beginners. Next kit is such red chili peppers from Russian producer. This cross-stitch piece brings a fiery energy with its depiction of red chili peppers. The vibrant red colors are captivating, achieved through careful placement of stitches that create a lovely depth and texture. I love the way the small leaves are stitched with a lively green that contrasts with the pepper's vivid red. The black outlines adds definition, emphasizing the form of each pepper and highlighting their sharp tips. Each stitch feels elaborated, bringing the peppers to life in a way that makes me almost feel the heat. The next kit I stitched is such pea pods from the same Russian producer, performed in various shades of green that just feel so fresh. It's wonderful how the designer used darker greens and blacks to outline the pods and give each of them a rounded, dimensional look. The tiny peas scattered around the pods add a sense of movement and abundance. I love the touches of gray and white for the flowers, giving it an understated beauty. There's a sense of gentle energy in this piece, a whisper of spring and new beginnings. Very nice. And now we look at such a juicy watermelon. It was my first kit from this producer. It is not the easiest, but neither the hardest. This cross-stitch piece bursts with summer sweetness, depicting a sliced watermelon with such vibrant detail. I'm captivated by the way the different shades of green and black are used to create the textured view, and the pops of bright red are absolutely stunning. I love the addition of the tiny seeds that feel so perfect and precise. The stitching of the leaves is bringing a touch of freshness and delicacy to the design. There's a playful energy here, a reminder of sunny days and juicy, refreshing memories. The next kit from the same series is such a pair of pears come to life on this fabric. The first, a whole pear with its golden yellow skin and gentle curve, embodies a sense of simple perfection. The other, sliced open to reveal its speckled core and pale flesh, invites a feeling of intimate warmth. The colors are soft and natural, capturing the essence of ripe fruit. The green leaves, rendered with delicate detail, add a touch of natural charm and contrast against the pear's warm tones. It feels like a little piece of the harvest season captured within fabric and thread. A sense of warm comfort radiates from this stitch scene. It's a cross-stitch mug of hot mushroom soup, complemented with a flurry of tiny orange slices and the fragrant essence of fall. The blue mug, adorned with delicate white stars, practically urges you to wrap your hands around it. The steam, rendered in soft, wispy threads, rises gently into the air, carrying with it the promise of warmth and coziness. Sticks with meat, bound with a rustic string, and slices of dried oranges are scattered nearby, their earthy tones adding to the autumnal feel. There's a sense of gentle indulgence here, a reminder of quiet moments spent savoring the simple pleasures of the season. And now we look at this fox, stitched with threads of fiery orange and soft white. It's as if a little bit of the forest, a sliver of wild beauty, has been captured within this simple square. The fox sits nestled amongst delicate purple bluebells, their slender stems and bell-shaped flowers forming a soft, embracing frame. There's a sense of quiet magic here, of a story whispered in every tiny cross-stitch. It's a small, intimate piece piece full of handcrafted love and quiet joy. The simplicity of it is its greatest charm. It invites you to pause, and just for a moment, to be lost in a world made of stitches and threads. Okay, and now we have such a flower. It's poppy, full of life and warmth. You know, poppy is the symbol of remembrance and hope. It became such after the World War I. The contrast of the vibrant bloom against the stark white of the fabric makes it all the more striking. It fills me with a sense of warmth and joy, a reminder of summer days and natural splendor. Now we have another rose, of rose color too. A timeless beauty unfolds on the canvas, a lovely rose. The colors, a blend of rich pinks and delicate creams, create a soft, romantic effect. You can almost feel the velvety texture of the petals. The green leaves add a touch of earthiness, grounding the piece. This isn't just stitching, it's a rose blooming in fabric. Now we have a finished cherry ice cream work from Magic Needle. It's a cross-stitch sundae, a playful explosion of color and texture that makes you smile just looking at it. The creamy white whipped topping, dotted with tiny brown sprinkles, looks almost soft enough to touch. Plump red cherries nestle amongst the fluff, their stems arching with a delightful realism. The layers of the sundae, a medley of greens, yellows, and browns, hint at fruity goodness and crunchy bits, tempting you to take a bite. Sweet red cherry juice cascades from the glass, creating playful lines and dots around the base, drawing the eye. The little star cookie on top add a joyful charm, making the whole piece feel like a delightful celebration. It's a cross stitch that radiates cheer and sweetness. Very realistic and tasty. And next I will show you another ice cream. This cross-stitched ice cream cone is a pure delight, a delicious combination of textures and colors that makes you crave a real treat. The creamy white ice cream, swirled with rich red and topped with plump dark blue berries, looks absolutely irresistible. The waffle cone, rendered in warm golden brown tones, adds a satisfying crunch to the visual experience. A cute pink bow, tied at the base, adds a touch of playful charm. The way the colors are rendered makes the ice cream seem soft and tempting, almost as if it's melting off of the cone. It brings back feelings of carefree summer days, sweet treats, and simple happiness. It's a piece crafted with care and love, meant to bring a smile to the face of anyone who sees it. And now we house such a gorgeous mermaid scene from Soda Stitch. This cross-stitch piece is a delightful tapestry of a great underwater kingdom, brought to life with vibrant colors and charming details. It's like opening a storybook, with each square a miniature window into a world of mermaids, princes, and magical seascapes. The central mermaid, with her flowing purple hair and shimmering golden tail, is the star of the show, a princess of the deep with a gentle, almost dreamy gaze. Around her, the scene unfolds in a series of playful vignettes. A dapper prince in his royal blue coat, a mischievous mermaid with her bright red curls, a tiny castle perched upon a sea-swept island, a crab scuttling sideways, a sailing ship braving the waves, a pot of bubbling magic, and the serene beauty of coral reefs and ocean life. There's a sense of childlike wonder infused into this design. The figures have an endearing simplicity, their big eyes and sweet expressions evoking feelings of warmth and happiness. The colors are cheerful and bright, creating a vibrant atmosphere that is pure joy. It's a journey into a world of fantasy, a place where dreams come to life in fabric and thread. It's a reminder of the power of imagination and the joy of creating something beautiful and unique. I can't help help but feel a sense of playful nostalgia looking at this piece. It whispers of bedtime stories and the enchantment of make-believe, a small piece of magic captured through the art of cross-stitch. The second one is called Alice in Wonderland. They have a large series of such fairy tale samplers. I will show you my collection of soda kits in the next video about the purchases I made this year. It is maybe not the best, but still good and unique South Korean producer. They have cute designs in anime style. If you haven't heard about them yet, you should definitely try to stitch at least one soda kit. The size is 19 to 19. It took me a month to finish. The notable thing of soda kits is that they have a lot of backstitch. This cross-stitch piece is a delightful journey into the heart of Wonderland, capturing the peculiar charm of Alice's adventures with vibrant colors and enchanting detail. The central panel features Alice herself, with her iconic blue dress and flowing blonde hair, as she gently holds hands with the White Rabbit, embarking on their curious journey. Around them, a vibrant cast of characters and iconic images from the story are woven into individual frames. The Cheshire Cat with his mischievous grin, the imperious Queen of Hearts, the strangely formal card guards, the Mad Hatter's Johnny Top Hat, the elegant teapot and teacups, and even the tempting mushrooms that might make you grow or shrink. Each element is rendered with a charming simplicity and meticulous care, the tiny stitches forming a tapestry of texture and color that brings this fantastical world to life. There's a sense of nostalgic magic here, a feeling of being transported back to childhood wonder and the thrill of reading such a timeless tale. The colors are soft and playful, reminiscent of the pastel palette of a storybook illustration. It's not just a stitched image, it's a doorway to a world where anything is possible, where logic takes a back seat to the surreal and enchanting. This cross-stitch feels like a heartfelt tribute to a beloved story, capturing not just the visual elements, but the playful spirit and fantastical atmosphere. It's a creation that sparks joy and wonder, a reminder that even the most unusual adventures are worth taking. The next kit is called Wish Upon a Star by Eva Rosenstand. It is my favorite kits producer, and you can see yourself why. Its kits are beautiful, classical, and not complicated. I have only 2 of them finished, but plan to do more. And here we may observe the scene of the child gazing at the night sky. A sense of quiet wonder and childlike magic emanates from this stitch scene. It's a cross-stitch capturing a moment of peaceful stillness. A child, bathed in soft light, gazing out at the night sky. The scene is framed by a window, through which we see a deep, blue sky sprinkled with tiny stars. A single, radiant shooting star streaks across the sky, adding a touch of ethereal beauty. The child, with their gentle blonde curls and rosy cheeks, sits in profile, lost in contemplation. His posture is relaxed, hands clasped softly as if pondering the mysteries of the universe. The soft whites and yellows of their pajamas give a sense of warmth and comfort, a feeling of being safe and snug. A small bedside lamp, with its warm glow, provides a comforting contrast to the vast darkness outside, and a small sprig of holly sits at its base, a subtle hint of the quiet joy of the season. The scene evokes a sense of peace, of quiet contemplation, a moment of serenity captured in thread and fabric. The whole piece feels like a gentle lullaby, a sweet reminder of the magic of childhood and the endless possibilities of the night. And the last kit is Penguins by Eva Rosenstand. I fell in love with this pattern at first glance, and up until this day it is my favorite work. I stitched it in summer, and it took me 2 months to finish. The work has 12,000 full cross stitches. The process was very engaging, and sometimes I spent 15 hours a day stitching it. It was my first serious work, and because of that it was slowly. The work is easy to stitch. There are no French knots, no special stitches, nothing except a full cross stitches itself, and a little bit of backstitch. The process is also not boring. There's a lot of details. You have different penguins. Each of them is interesting to stitch. You have mountains. You have the sun and the clouds. You have yellow background. So the process is diverse and fun. When you are bored with one thing, you can easily switch to another. On the picture we can see a family of penguins. A dad penguin, standing proudly and watching around. A mother penguin, which looks a bit nervous. Probably she is shouting and tries to jump on the hill. The children are also all different. Some are teenagers, some are kids, some are chubby, some are slim, and each of them expresses a different emotion. You can look at them yourself. Huddled together for warmth and comfort, their plump, gray bodies and tiny, black and white faces are utterly endearing. The background of the piece, with its cool shades of blue and gray, emphasizes the harshness of the Arctic climate. But at the same time, the warm tones of the sunset, with an orange sun breaking through the clouds, create a beautiful contrast and offer a glimmer of hope and warmth. The embroidery, like a watercolor, delicately conveys the play of light and shadow on the icy cliffs. In the sky, like tiny dots, the silhouettes of birds are stitched, adding a sense of movement to this otherwise still scene. Each cross-stitch is executed with meticulous care, creating a feeling of softness and volume that makes the picture truly vivid and dimensional. It is my favorite kid stitch so far, and in real life it looks even more better. It's stunning, and I am in love with it. I read somewhere that Clara Weaver had been buying the works from famous Danish painters during that time. And this one really looks like a classical masterpiece. It has everything. It has beauty, it has a story, and it has something mysterious. Thank you for watching this video. Stay on this channel. I will post a